Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamara of Tamara Fashion Style, and today in this video I'm gonna do a cloud neck for you. The top with a nice drape in the front. Right, so if this is your first time here, please subscribe to my channel. Please hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any video from me, and please share my channel, guys, so that other people can learn as well, just as how you learning. And please help me share my channel so that my channel can grow, so that I can bring more video for you guys. As I said, today in this video we're gonna do a cloud neck. Now this is a highly requested video that I'm doing here for you. So before further ado, let's get into this drafting. Now for do this drafting, we're gonna need the front of the bodice, right? Remember last week we did this bodice. So this same bodice is what we're going to use to do the top. So what we need to do for this, you're going to get a marker for mark on your paper. You want to, you're going to get a ruler. Now I am using a L curve ruler here because it will help me with a straight line. So you'll need this ruler. So all you need to do is get your ruler and we're going to mark a line. So we're going to mark a line. First of all, we're going to mark a center line, right? We're going to mark a center line. So now get your marker and we're going to mark this line here and here. So this is the center line we will mark. Now we're going to flip this ruler and we're going to mark the same line. Right? Measure it up. We're going to mark the same line. Make sure the line them is straight. All right, and we're gonna come this way. So this is what our line look like, a T. All right, so I'm gonna put my ruler here. Now we're gonna get the front of the top. Now this is the front of the top we have here. All right, so what I need to do is take off some inches off of this front of the top. So I'm gonna take off, let's just paste this top here, and let's say I'm gonna take off 2 inches off of this this top, the shoulder, right? I'm gonna take off 2 inches. Listen to me, you can take off how much ever you want. You can take off 1 inch, you can take off ½ inch, how much ever is comfortable for you, but I will go with the 2 inches, or you can go with 1 inch if you wish. So let's say you want to take off 2 inches of this top. You're going to put a mark here on the pattern of itself. All right. Now what we need to do is get this pattern. Since we mark the 2 inches or an inch or how much ever you mark, flip the top over and get the marking right here, the same mark that you mark. Now what you need to do is measure out. We're going to measure out this we're going to measure out our shoulder line on this. I'm going to go 12 inches. You can go less if you want. You could go 10 inches if you want, but I would go 12 inches. All right, on both sides I would go 12 inches. You can go less if you want, how deep you want you go. You clown it. Now I'm going to get my pattern that I have here and the marking that I put here. You see this marking right here, the marking that we put right here, the 2 inches from the neckline. And I'm going to place this right at this marking right here. I'm going to place this right here, and then I will place this top right here. All right, I'm going to place that right there. So I'm going to get a piece of tape. Let me bring the tape closer. I'm going to get my piece of tape and I'm going to put this right here. Okay? I'm going to put this right. Remember, you want this marking right here. So I'm going to paste this here. Paste this right here. Gotta paste this where we have to draw it wrong. So we're drawing wrong from the marking. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna get your marker and we're gonna draw around from this marking here where we put the marking, the 2 inches off of the shoulder line. We're gonna mark right here, and we're gonna trace this top round. We're gonna trace this top round. We're gonna trace this. We're gonna trace this top right away around till we meet here. Okay, so we're gonna remove this top here. So you see we don't have our clown neck there already. Now we want to do the same thing with the other side. So we will get this. Let me just paste back the front of this top here. We're gonna get this. You just paste this back. Okay, you guys. Paste this back neat. So we're gonna get the other side, and where the 12 inches is, where we mark out, we're gonna place it there. We're gonna come and we're gonna paste this top down here. So let's paste this here. Let's paste this right here. And we're gonna bring this right here. Give me a second. So we're gonna paste this right here. And we're gonna draw around this top from the marking right here. Gonna draw around this top. We're gonna draw it around. And you're gonna continue drawing around this top. Now don't let this don't let it slip off, because if you allow this top to slip off, you won't get a nice fit. So we're gonna paste that right there. And we're gonna continue drawing our top here. So just hold down the top and we're gonna draw it in. Gonna draw it in, and then we gotta bring this here right with this one here, and we're gonna draw in our clown neck. And we're gonna remove this. So you see we have our top. Simple, easy, and quick, right? So this is what your clown neck will look like. Okay, so this would be the shoulder right here. That's the shoulder. This is the front, or the top we're gonna come and drape in, neat and nice, right? So our shoulder start from here. This is our shoulder here. Okay, now this area here, we have to clean up this area here, right? You have to clean up this area here. Let me just lift this camera a little so that you guys can see which area I'm talking about. Okay, let me drop it down. Now lift it, drop it down a little. Okay, so this area here, remember this is a whole, this is not the half top, this is the full length body stop. So this area here, we need to clean it up. If you see it, it have a kind of V. We don't need that V. So you're going to get an area from here, and you're going to clean, give this a nice smooth, you know, nice smooth thing, right? So that's how our top will be. Okay, now this would be the neckline of our top. That's the neckline of our top. This is the armhole of our top. All right, this is the arm. Okay, so now you can cut this top on a fold, or you can cut this top right out, open it like how I have it here. Okay, so this is how you do a top. Now to make a facing for this top, we're gonna make a facing for this top. All right, so the facing what we're gonna make, we're gonna come down about 6 inches for this facing. Now remember, when the top fold in, you understand, you don't want to be seeing the raw edge of the top. So we're gonna come, you could come down 6 inches, you can come down how much ever inches you want. If you don't want to see the edge of the facing, let's say we come down about 9 inches. Depends on where the facing full, right? But I would just do 6 inches, and then I would come from here and I would do like 2 inches to 1.5 inches. Let's say I would do 1.5 inches for the facing on both sides. 1.5 inches, right? And I would try to curve this facing here. I would just do a freehand. All right, so you just, this would be your facing. Okay, so now you will trace this facing off here. So this would be the inside for knitting the top edge right here. Okay, so you would, this would be what the facing would look like right here. Okay, so that would be the face. So when this open up, this is going to end up folding in. All right, hope you get me. Okay, let me see if I could do it on the outside for you and show you what I meant. Okay, so let me extend this line up here for you, and let me show you what I really mean. All right, so let's say, so let's put this facing on the outside so you can get a guide on how it would look. So this one here, let's say this is 1.5 inches right here, 1.5 inches right here. All right, and then we're measuring 6 inches up, 6 inches up, and then you do your curve, right? Let's say from here, let's say this is the line. I'll just put a dot line here for act as the shoulder, just to show you. So you do your curve up, do your curve up. So if you understand, so this facing here is what I redraw out here. So when you stitch this facing here onto this edge here, it's going to come and fold in inside here, right? Because this is the facing, this piece here. Right? This is the facing, right? So this is why transfer out here, so that you guys can get a guideline to see what the facing will look like. So this is this out here. So I just give you this guideline to see. Let you see how it would look when you stitch it on. It's got this stitching on to the front right here. All right, so this is what the facing look like. So I hope you guys understand that. So let me rub this out now, since you guys get a guideline, right? So this is this same facing from the inside. I just flip it on the outside so you guys can get a guideline to see what the facing would look like. Now you're stitching this facing here onto this line right here. All right, so let me just remove this line back. Let me just remove this line back. So we're removing all the line that we don't need. So the line that we don't need, right? We don't need, so we need this line here. So this, we don't need this line here. We don't need this line here. But we need all the other rest of line. So this would be the neck, what would drape in like the facing. So the neck would come and drape in like this. You see this here, so the neck would come and drape in like that. The neck would come and drape in like this. This is what the neck would come and drape in like. So the neck. So this is how your clown neck would look. Alright, it would come and drape in. Now it depends on how deep you want your cowl. You could carry it as low as the waist if you want. But I found that the top would be very, very much better. Because you see, if you drop it too low, you would see you would have to wear like a tube top underneath it. And I don't like tube top under my thing right under my top. So this what this top would look like. Now this would be the bottom of the top. If you want, you can come and you can take out some out of this top. For instance, let's say you're taking out 2.5 inches from this top, right? But remember, you still have to hem the top. I'm just showing you how you can shorten this top if you want. If you find it too long, you can just come and you shorten it. Okay? You come and you shorten this top here. Remember, this is a full length top. Alright? This is the full length top. So you just come in and you shortening this top. This is the full length top. Okay? Come and you shortening it. Shortening the top. So this is the full length top. And you come from here and you bring it out nice. Alright? So we shorten the top. Let's say you shorten it. So this is what your top will look like if you shorten it. Okay? And we come and we redraw this line here to catch this back full. Okay? So this what your top will look like. So we're removing this here. Remove this. So now you get a paper and you will trace over this clow neck here. Right? You can get a white sheet of paper and you can trace over half of this top if you want. Right? You can trace over half of the top if you want, or you can use it and cut it on the fold. Okay? Or you can trace it like this. Trace the top like this. But you have to get a wide sheet of paper. Okay, so let me show you what this will look like. So you get your paper, your tracing paper, and what you can do, you can trace half of this top. You can trace half of it and you can cut it on a fold. So let's say you trace off this piece here. Let's say you trace off this piece here and you cut it on a fold. All right. You cut one, right? You cut one on fold. So this would be the center. This would be the center line here. Okay? This would be the center line here. So this where the arrow is would be the center line, right? So this is a whole top spread out here. So if you cut this top, you have to get a wide enough piece of fabric for cut out this whole top here. For make one piece, right? So when you don't cut out this whole top here, you got the whole front of the top, right? You're gonna end up having the whole front of the top. Let's say you just cut, you want to cut this on the fold, just cut half. Let's say we're cutting it on a fold, we're gonna just cut half of this. All right? We're gonna cut half of this, right? So this here, what we're going to do with this half, you're going to fold your fabric in half. And on the fold is where you're going to put this section here. This front of this top here, you're going to put it on the fold of the fabric. And then you're going to cut. Right? Because this is the fold of the fabric, this top going on. So you're going to place, this is the fold of the fabric. And we're cutting wrong right here. We're cutting wrong this top all around here. So when we open it out, we would get the whole full top. Okay, so I hope that you guys understand. So when you're done, you cut out you trace your facing out for itself and you put it on. All right, so let's take this out. Right, so let's draw this here out. Let me just show you. So let's say this is the half of the top you have here, and this is your fabric. Right, let me say your fabric is 60 inches wide. So what you're going to do is fold your fabric in half like this. Fold the fabric in half like this. We're going to fold our fabric. Just pretending this is our fabric. Fold it in half. Like that. So we're folding our fabric in half. So this is the fold of the fabric. right? So this is the fold of the fabric. So let me write fold, right? Let me write fold on this fabric. So this is fold. Alright? So let me say this is the fold of the fabric. So this is a 60 inches piece of fabric you have. You're folding it in half and we're placing the fold onto this line. Placing it like that. Placing it like this. Like this. Placing it like that. Okay. See that my paper thick. Alright. I can't get to see to draw through this this top here. But I will try to see if I can see to draw through this top here. So you're gonna get this. I got have to turn on my light. Alright, good. So you're placing this on the fold of the top right here. Placing this right here on this fold, this top. And we're gonna draw this out. Okay? So we're gonna draw this top right out here. So this is the top here. We're drawing that out. So now when you open it, it's going to be like this. So you see what the top look like? It's going to be like that. Okay? Now I'm going to cut this top out and show you. So this will be the neck. So let's cut this top out. Let me cut it out and show you. Good. So this is the front of the top. Okay? This is what the top look like. Now this part here is this part here. Okay? So this part here is this part here. So that's why I tell you, that's why I showed you, you could cut this top, fold your fabric in half and cut this top on a fold. So when you cut the top on the fold and you open it, you get this whole front of the top here. Right? Now you get the whole front of the top. Now this top here will be coming down like this. Let me see if I can fold this face in here. This one right here. I remember that is the facing before. So we're going to get a piece of paper and we're going to draw in this facing from here, or you can carry it from wherever you want it. And draw in this facing from here. From here. That facing there. So there is this facing we have here. Remember, you have to put seam allowance around this top. So here, this is the top that cut on the fold. This is the neck point of the top, the armhole. This is the facing here. So we need to put some seam allowance around here. This top here need to get seam allowance right here, all around this top here. Need to get some seam allowance right here, except for the front. Alright, so our facing need this seam allowance back. So I will place my facing back and I would go and I would add the seam allowance on it, on this facing right here. Right, I don't need any here. and I may need some here for serge it. Okay, so this would be my facing. So I will cut it out and I will show you what it would look like. Now you have to mark this. You have to mark this this facing for no part the armhole and the neck will be. So this would be this right here. So you see this is the facing. So this facing here would be stitching here at this neckline right here. This is the arm. So when you stitch this right on here, you turn it inside, right, or the top. Let me get the paper to show you. When you stitch this on right here, you stitch this on here, this turn into the inside of this top here. So this here, piece here, this piece here would become knit, all right? So that the top would become knit. So this is the facing for this section right here. This is the facing for this, okay? This is the facing for that. So this is this facing here, right here. So I'll paste this right here. So that is the clown neck top that we draw, right? So now what you need to do, you get the back of the top. You need to do the back of the top. Now the back piece of my back come out. So we need to get the back of this top, and we need to do this the shoulder. We have to lessen the shoulder for this top, okay? So we need to get the back of this top. We need to make sure the neck match up right here. So the neck match up very nice there. We just paste this top up here. So we need to match the neck up like that. So there's the bottom of the top. Need to come and match this bottom right here, because we gotta make sure when we're sewing it, it's in place properly. All right. Right. So what we need to do, the same amount we take from here, we need to take it off from that top there, so that the two shoulder could come and match up. So we're gonna get our measuring tape, and we're gonna see how much this shoulder is, right? So remember, this is the shoulder, the top here. So we have to see how much this shoulder is. So we're gonna measure this shoulder. So this shoulder is 3.5 inches. So from this neck, we're gonna go in 3.5 inches. 3.5 inches, we're gonna go in. Let's make sure. Here, 3.25 inches, sorry. So from this neck here, we're gonna go in 3.25 inches. Because remember, it have to come and match your back. Or you can do it how much ever you want, right? You can do how much ever you want. And what we need to do now, we need to come and straighten our back here. Okay, we're gonna drop this neckline. Let's drop it about. This is the neckline. So we're gonna get this here, okay, and we need to drop this here. So we need to come back So this would be where our new neckline would start from. Okay, so that piece here is what we don't need, this section here. Okay, so I will draw around this top here. From here, draw it around from here. So this is the back and this is the front of the top. Whatever you do to the front, you have to do to the back. I'm gonna draw this round. Remember, we take off some from this top, eh? So there. So this is the shoulder neckline here. Remember, this coming and hook onto this here. Okay. We measure back the shoulder from here to here. 3 inches, sorry. So from here to here is 3 inches. Right. So this is here. Okay, so there's the back or the top. So what we need to do now is get this here. So this is the back of the top. Because remember, this is from the shoulder. Right, because this is the facing, this is the front of the top, and this is where the shoulder or the top coming. So the shoulder or the top is 3 inches. So we're gonna come from here and we're gonna measure 3¼ inches here. So that is the shoulder. Okay, so from this line here now, we're gonna come and we're gonna curve back to this line here. We're gonna curve back here. So this is where our line will start from. Okay, so our shoulder now coming from here. So this would be our shoulder right here. So you see, so this is the back of the top and this is the front of the top. Now you're gonna come and you're gonna put, you see, you know what I mean, seam allowance onto this top right here. So this is my seam allowance here. So you have to make sure the back and the front match up. All right, so remember, we take off some from this from the front, so we have to do the same for the back. So measure and cut off the amount from the back that we do. Okay, so we're gonna put some seam allowance. So this is the back and the front have to be the same thing. So our hem allowance, let's put our hem allowance. So you're gonna draw in your hem allowance. You're gonna do it clearer than me. I just draw in a line. So you see, so this one here is back. This is front. Okay, so this one here, you cut in one on a fold, one piece on a fold. So when you open it, you get the whole front. This back here, we cut in, you could cut one on a fold as well, or if you want to place a zipper in the back of your dress, you can cut 2 pieces, all right? You can cut 2, right? You could cut 2 or this. But if you want to cut it on a fold, you just cut 1 on fold. All right? Remember to put a notch on the top. This is the notches so that this top can come and stitch back. The notches for the back. We need the notches for the back armhole. Remember the armhole, right? You need the notch for the armhole. You need the notch for the waist. Okay, so this is the back of the top, this is the front of the top. So this front, cut 1 on a fold. The back, if you don't want a zipper in the middle, in the center back, you cut 1 on fold. If you want a zipper, you cut 2, right? You cut 2 pieces. Okay, so I hope I was able to make this class clear for you. So guys, so this is how we do a clow neck. Okay, and this is the back of the top, this is the front of the top. So I hope I was able to make this clear for you. And if you guys like this video, please leave the comment below, or if you guys have any question, you can message me or leave the message under the video, and I will reply back to you as soon as possible. So as I said, if it's your first time here, subscribe to my channel, share my channel. Let's get some subscribers, guys. Let's boost this channel so that I can bring more of this for you guys. Okay, so share this channel, tell your friends, tell your family, tell anybody, and let them subscribe to my channel so that I can get some subscribers, so that we guys can do more, so I can teach you how to do simple, quick, and easy video. All right, so I hope I was able to make this simple for you. So I will see you in my next video. Take care, and don't forget, hit that notification bell, subscribe to my channel, and leave your comment below. So I will see you in my next video. Bye, and enjoy your day. Bye bye.